I'm Laura Franco, and the aspect that caught my eye the most about Victorian society was the search for sensual pleasure in art. Victorian age is a period of British history that corresponds to Queen Victoria's reign. It was a time where, due to the rapid industrialization of the country and a series of social and political changes, the lives of British citizens was drastically transformed. Consequently, there was a change in ideas and values. How can we tell? By looking at the different art movements that characterize this period. After all, art is not so much of a reflection of the reality of a society as it is of its aspirations and ideals. In the early years of Victoria's reign, most artists believed that it was their duty to idealize the subject of their work. That made sense in the pre-industrial era, where most commissions came from nobility. However, industrialization had allowed and promoted the rise of a wealthy middle class who could now afford art, and besides, the generation that had grown with industrialization believed in the importance of accuracy in the representation of reality. These artists were known as the Preraphilites, and they believed that it was the artist's duty to represent the world exactly as it was. In the 1870s, a severe economic depression alongside rapid industrialization and mechanization made British cities increasingly ugly and unpleasant, and a new generation of artists turned against portraying reality. They felt that the Preraphilite emphasis of portraying reality exactly as it was, of portraying the reality of an ugly world, was promoting the loss of beauty in art, and so they felt it was their duty as artists to create works of art that highlighted beauty in order to distract their viewers and readers from the unpleasantness of reality. There was no need for narrative or deeper meaning in their works. It was art for art's sake, aestheticism. The most important thing about these works of art were that they were beautiful, that they were aesthetically pleasant, and they caused sensual delight. Beauty itself was represented by an ideology of excess, and motifs such as flowers, beak of feathers, fans, lace, and perfume abound. The idea was that maybe if people surrounded themselves in beautiful art, their own lives will become beautiful. If not in reality, at least by being able to give them a distraction from it, it will be easier for them to ignore the ugliness of reality if they were surrounded. This ideology of arts for art's sake and the pursuit of beauty influenced not only visual works of art such as paintings, but also literature. An example of this is the Portrait of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This book discusses the pursuit of pleasure, sensual indulgence, and also the love of art and beauty for their own sakes. Something that we can learn from both the aesthetic movement and the picture of Dorian Gray is that beauty is deception. As Oscar Wilde himself, one of the main promoters of this ideology of art for art's sake, said in his essay The Decay of Lying, "Lying, the telling of beautiful, untrue things, is the proper aim of art."